Hey, good night guys. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Chelle. And tonight I just want to give you guys a quick review on my newest addition to my collection. Sorry if I look just all over the place right now. I came home from work and I wanted to do this for you guys. Plus, I just had like the weirdest mishap ever. Like, as you can see, I'm sporting a band-aid and I have one on my knee. I literally fell out of a bus, so I'm a little sore right now and I'm just dealing with shit as it goes. So excuse me if I look crazy or I just look all over the place. But if you're new, subscribe if you like what you see, if I didn't say that already. And yeah, without further ado, let's get on to the video. Okay, so the bag that I'm talking about is this one. It's the MM size from not Louis Vuitton, but it looks like Louis Vuitton. But it has the rose ballerine interior, so it looks like this, and that's just all my stuff in there. So I got it from a girl on here just because I just decided to get rid of the GM because the GM was so big. Like, I literally thought that I needed a GM in my life, and then I started to use it. I had it for maybe like a year and I realized how heavy it got. Like, it's a great bag for traveling. It's wonderful and it holds a shit ton, but I find that, okay, the bag is perfectly fine when it's empty, but the moment you start putting things in it, it gets so heavy. And it was getting heavy to the point where I couldn't comfortably carry it on my shoulders, and I always felt weird or stressed. So I've gone with the MM. It's still pretty pale. I have rubbed olive oil on it just because I really hate the look of the pasty white vachetta. So last night I rubbed some olive oil on it. So it has a slight tan. You won't be able to see it though. The lights are probably gonna distort the shit out of it, but it has a slight tan. I do like it. And it might sound absolute batshit crazy, but I decided to sell my GM Authentic Neverfull for a replica. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is a replica. And I will have my seller's information down below. It is not a Joy bag. Let me just say that once and for all. It is not from Joy. I think I might purchase my Damier Azur Neverfull from her, but it's not a Joy bag. Getting into the bag, you know, it's really nice. I think the detailing is really good. Like the straps are really good. There's the indentation. It does come with the pouch that you can attach in your bag. You know, it comes with that, and this is what it looks like. I'm sorry, I have like all my stuff in here. But this is what it looks like. It has the little flap and everything right here. And in the flap, there is a date code. And it's actually an accurate date code, which was mind-boggling to me. But yeah, you won't be able to see it. It sucks, but oh yeah, you can. Is that it? Yep. Here's the little date code in there. And just as that has a date code, so does the bag. And it's back here where the date code should be, if I can find it. Yeah, back here where the date code should be. I think the only thing about this that I don't, well, the only two things about it that I don't care for is the canvas. Like, when I first pulled it out of the bag, like when it first came to me, I was shocked of how thin the canvas was, because I'm used to my replicas, my other replicas that I had before my GM. I'm used to them being thick. So I was really surprised at how thin this one was, and I just remember thinking to myself,
oh my god, people are definitely gonna know this is fake,
because of how it feels. But I think I've gotten over that, just because the quality of Louis Vuitton has been decreasing recently, and I do have an authentic clay. I will have an unboxing for this. I will have it linked down below or suggested on the screen somewhere. But even when I bought this, I was so surprised. And I bought this from the Louis Vuitton store. And I was really surprised at the quality. I felt like maybe back in the day it was better. This is the new model because on the receipt it said NM, which I always knew stood for new model. And it feels really, it feels cheap. And I'm just like, you know, we're out here spending ridiculous amounts of money on these bags and the quality is decreasing. So I think the smart thing to do would be to buy replicas and have more money to play with. And maybe if you want to indulge yourself in SLGs from them, you can buy an authentic SLG like I did. Like, this is authentic. This is authentic. This came with, I guess, some vintage bags they used to sell back in the days. I just bought this off of someone on Poshmark, and it has a date code in it. It's vintage, and as you can see, it's beginning to chip inside. It's not like super sticky, but the interior just gets on everything, so that's why I have it. And I only house like medicine and like, you know, things that I wouldn't care about because I'm gonna use them and dispose of them anyways. But yeah, I love it. It's perfect. I have my little Michael Kors charm that I had on my other Neverfull, and it's really good. I mean, she's not expensive at all, and it just looks great. It looks amazing. I don't know, some people are into the scratch test, so that's what it sounds like when you scratch it. And that's it. This is super handy. So when I do get my Damier Azur from Joy, I'm gonna make sure I get the Neo Neverfull, just because this little pouch is so handy. It is unreal. And that's another thing, the pouch does not feel cheap. The canvas on the pouch is, you know what it is, the best way to describe her canvas is opposed to maybe like vintage Louis Vuittons, where it was more rough and rugged and thick. This one, like, her canvas is more thin and squishy. Like, it's mushy. It's sturdy, but it's mushy because, like I said, I just fell out of the bus and I grazed the shit out of my knee. I grazed the shit out of my knuckle. The bag took a hit and there's grazing on the bottom, but I thought it was gonna like graze away, but it actually held up really good. So I think it's just softer and maybe it feels thinner, but it's durable still. So yeah. And like I said, it's rose ballerine, so it comes with the rose ballerine lining at the top. I am so surprised at this and I cannot wait. I think I should be going to the Louis Vuitton store soon. I'm trying to decide if I want to purchase a Josephine authentically, or if I want just another replica of a Josephine. Yeah, this is my review. I love her. She cinches just fine. That's another thing. Let me do that little test example for you. Sorry, you can't see it because I'm trying to do it here. But it cinches like a dream. Ooh, I have makeup on. I'm trying not to get the vachetta dirty. But yeah, cinches like a dream. Everything is good. Everything is lit. Looks amazing. Makes the square. Changes the shape of the bag, you know? And like I said, for me, if you're gonna buy a replica, the most important thing for me is this right here. These little strap indents, and they're actually indented perfectly. I know it might look a little distorted on camera, but in real life, it's actually perfect. Like, they're actually where they're supposed to be. For me, that's a big thing. That's how I can always tell a replica from the real thing, because if you have a replica and it doesn't have these indentations, or the indentations are wrong, That's a telling sign for me. Now it's getting to the point where I can't even tell what's a replica from what's real anymore, because the replicas are definitely taking over. It's definitely stepping up. And for the people that like to talk about, oh my god, you're supporting child labor, you're a monster, this, that, and the third, how could you support the buying of fakes? Like, they use, they use unethical ways to create these bags. It's like, okay, that's every fucking thing you're talking about mass produced. Okay, let's talk about your clothes, let's talk about your food, let's talk about your fucking cell phone, let's talk about that little iPad of yours. Yeah, honey, everything that you like and we use. So give me a break on all the whole it's unethical and whatever. Like, if I get more money to do more other things that I really like take trips and fucking open my business, then I'm all for that. You can save me the bullshit about all that nonsense. Plus, at the end of the day, if a bag of such that's supposed to be of such high quality is so easy to replicate, then at the end of the day it's like, well, what are you really doing? Another thing that I know people might want to see, let me just take out the sides. Another thing that I know people like to see in these kind of videos is if the sides match up, and the sides do match up. The sides do match up a lot of the time. Authentic Louis Vuittons look like that. So I think she did a really good job with this. Her sellers did a really good job with this. It's amazing. I'm going to do one more coat of oil on the vachetta just because I do want it to be a teensy wincy more tanned. So I'm gonna apply more olive oil to it. I was really scared, let me just say that. I was really nervous about how it was gonna take. Is it gonna ruin the bag? But it did a wonderful job at taking away some of that pastiness. So yeah, and if I didn't mention before, this is the MM size. So this is what it looks like on. I'm tiny, I'm petite. Petite in the manner of short. So yeah, this is what it looks like. You can't really see it that well because I'm on my bed, but it holds everything I need for school. Like, I find that my shoulders aren't killing me at the end of the day like it was with the GM, so that's a plus. But anyways, I feel like I've rambled on longer than I need to, so yeah, that's my review on the wonderful Louis Vuitton Neverfull MM with the rose ballerine interior. From Echucks23, I will leave her channel information down below so you can go ahead and get in contact with her if you want one of these for yourself. Get the look for a fraction of the cost, girl. Hey, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.